Hummingbird's a very involving movie that leaves its mark on the viewer, but it also features arguably the best use of a kitchen utensil ever in cinema. So how skilled are you in the deadly use of the spoon?
The spoon.
The spoon.
Well, I don't know. That's up for dispute. I think it's a useful tool at certain times, if need be.
So there are none lurking in this room by any chance. I did have a look.
No. You're safe.
Now, for the role, like I imagine if Daniel Day-Lewis played Joey Jones, the traumatised ex-soldier who's now homeless,
Right.
he would have lived on the streets rough for about a year, then another year in Chinatown in the kitchens.
Right.
But what kind of research did you do?
I know you're trying. I did actually quite a lot, but I don't go and live on the street. I think that's for certain kind of actors that do that. And there's no one better than Daniel Day-Lewis, the greatest we've ever seen. But what I did was, I went and spent time with the homeless people and just listened to the stories that they got and how they ended up on the street and what kind of a fearful situation it is sometimes. I never knew there was people going around sort of shaking people down and taking them. There's not like they got any money, but whatever they've got, they take. And people are getting hurt and beaten up and battered around, and so that was something I never knew about. We went to meet with different soldiers that had come back from the war and really suffered a lot of trauma from seeing their friends get lose an eye, lose a leg, and it really affects people. So we did a lot of sort of hanging around the right people that could give us a good influence on what we were trying to do.
Now, there's some really brilliant, touching moments in the movie, like, for example, that scene in Covent Garden where Christina's cradling Joey and there's that tearful look on his face. And it shows, you're an actor. You can really do this. But I find, why am I even thinking that? But is there a stigma attached to people who are action movie stars as opposed to actors? Do you find that a bit of a battle?
I think that's a very interesting point. Yeah, I think a lot of the movies that we get to do, if you're in the action genre, they're a little one-dimensional. They don't have a lot of content, and a lot of the characters that you play are very solid, confident people that they're not affected by anything, and that's why they're so proficient at what they do. Nothing gets to them, and that. It's a very easy place for that to sit. It's no one affects them. They're not scared of anyone. They're not living in hope. They're not trying to hide the pain. They're not trying to find a reason to live. They're just like almost robotic. So I think there is a certain stigma attached to playing those roles, because if you keep doing those roles, you can't express yourself. It's not an emotional place, those kind of tough guy, heroic sort of roles that that are riddled with the action sort of genre. To be a hero is you're not weak, you're not sort of suffering in any way. So yeah, so how can you express yourself? So if you do a dozen years doing that, no one thinks you can act, because you're just playing one type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And finally, there's another Expendables movie on the horizon. And anyone who's over the age of 40 and has been near an action movie set is linked to it. So who would be your dream casting for this?
My dream casting? I can't say things like that because I just get shot in the head by Sly. Shut up, Statham. Yeah. I'm happy each time. Every time I read something online, it's a good choice almost. I think Mila Jovovich is coming. I've heard Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan. Wesley Snipes. I mean, they just the bag is deep. They've just got to find out who's going to come to the party. But Sly is in control of all that, and the less we say, the happier he is.
Don't upset him.